Is entrepreneurship a scam? Is this a scam that we're all falling prey to, thinking that we can become entrepreneurs and be our own boss and taste the freedom and wealth and all of it under our own control? Well, yes and no. Today I want to answer that question for you because I am or was an entrepreneur. I'm Meghan Telpner. You may remember me from my nutrition videos. Maybe you've been a subscriber here on YouTube since 2006. Let me tell you very briefly about my story. I was the founder of the Academy of Culinary Nutrition, a company I operated for 17 years, all in my world of nutrition. And in 2023, I decided to scale down because I had reached financial freedom. I'd achieved the goals I'd set out to achieve. And what I realized was the business I was operating just wasn't it anymore. And in the nearly 3 years since that time, I've been exploring what that was, how I got to where I am today. And I now host the podcast, The Courageous Pivot, where I am chatting with others and exploring this idea of what it means when you are called to move on to something else, even when by every metric of success, what you're doing technically is working. The myth of entrepreneurship is that you can become an entrepreneur and experience freedom in alignment with that. And there's 3 mistakes people make that take that freedom away from that choice. In this week's episode of The Courageous Pivot, I'm exploring the myth of entrepreneurship, what nobody talks about. And you'll find that link below to listen to the full episode. But the 3 prime mistakes that people are making include focusing on gross revenue, which is really just a vanity metric. It doesn't mean anything how much your company makes if your goal is to live a life of freedom for yourself. What you want to look at is your net surplus revenue, what's left over at the end that you can either use to pay yourself to live the life you want to live, or optimally do that plus invest the leftovers to build equity with compounding interest or however you want to choose to invest your money. So that's step 1. The other thing you want to be mindful of is cash flow. And again, I addressed this in episode, I think it's 23 with Christine Labatt of the Courageous Pivot podcast, and that link is also below. The second mistake most entrepreneurs make in their jump from freedom, they think they'll leave their 9 to 5 and have total freedom over their schedule, but they do not put their own boundaries in place. You're trading your 9 to 5 for 24/7 because, well, you're building your own dream. Well, that is broken and you will end up absolutely burned out. And the third mistake people make when they believe entrepreneurship is the key to their freedom is they're not checking in on what their own dream truly is. What are the metrics of success for this thing you are creating today? And are you working towards those metrics? It's so easy when you're on social media to get confused by other people's dreams and think that's your own, or think that if you're not hustling, you're not working. What if it could be easy? Try that mantra on for size. Now, I am building a library of wisdom through the Courageous Pivot podcast. I've linked to a few below that relate to this video specifically, but there's a whole wealth in there. And the whole purpose of this is to help you explore what it is you truly want to be doing for the life that you're living today. The only place we can be is where our feet are now. And so it is critically important now more than ever that we can live and work from a place of joy, find that calm in the chaos, and move forward with a true vision of the life that we want to be living for ourselves. Now, if you really want to learn how to find that calm in the chaos, I have a free training available to you. Again, the link is below. There's absolutely no catch. I'm going to teach you a really simple technique. You can take 30 seconds, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, however much you have to tune into a harmonious state, which will help you to see clearly the life you hope to be living today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. There's more coming, and be sure to head to courageouspivot.com to check out my full podcast. Have a beautiful rest of your day.